Welcome, Jerry, and welcome to SKTV News. You are watching Primetime English News with me, Jessie. Now, as usual, giving you the headlines first. COCOMI suspends 24-hour total shutdown on National Highways 2 and 37 after positive assurance. Welcomes UNC-KIM joint declaration for amicable tribal relations. Naga People's Organization withdraws counter-bandh, criticizes COCOMI for blocking emergency services, citing hardship to Senapati residents and urging social harmony. Parliament budget session begins with President Draupadi Murmu addressing joint sitting of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. National Health Mission Manipur observes National Girl Child Day with walkathon promoting empowering every daughter, building a stronger India. And Coordinating Committee on Manipur Integrity, COCOMI, appeals all to participate in January 31st Manipur Kanba Khongchat against Government of India. Now the news in detail. Committee on Tribal Unity, COCOMI, Sadar Hills announced suspension of the 24-hour total shutdown imposed along National Highway 2 and 37 with immediate effect following positive assurances from authorities concerned. The shutdown, which began from midnight of January 27, was called in protest against the government's alleged inaction in apprehending the perpetrators of the arson attack that gutted K Songlung Village Part 2 on Republic Day, reportedly by ZUF-S Kamson Group. COCOMI expressed appreciation to the general public, church leaders and civil society organizations for supporting the shutdown and stated that the decision to withdraw it was taken after detailed deliberations. The committee also welcomed and resolved to uphold the joint declaration made by United Naga Council UNC and Kuki Inpi Manipur KIM at Kangpokpi on January 27, aimed at promoting amicable dialogue and strengthening cordial relations between the two tribal communities. Earlier in the day, large number of women-led volunteers were seen enforcing COCOMI imposed total shutdown at Kangpokpi town and Gamkipai. The shutdown resulted in complete restriction of movement of commercial, private and passenger vehicles, while volunteers were also observed closely monitoring the movement of emergency services. All business establishments, private institutions, educational institutions and other establishments remained completely closed for the day. Community members were also restricted from engaging in farming and other routine activities during the shutdown. On the other hand, Naga People's Organization NPO announced withdrawal of its immediate counter-bandh imposed along National Highway No. 2, while strongly condemning denial of humanitarian exemptions during the recent agitation enforced by Committee on Tribal Unity COCOMI, despite joint appeals for restraint by United Naga Council UNC and Kuki Inpi Manipur KIM. In a press release, NPO stated that while democratic protests such as sit-downs and rallies are legitimate, the obstruction of essential emergency services, including medical aid, emergency travel and fire services, is inhuman and unacceptable. The organization alleged that COCOMI volunteers failed to ensure such exemptions, causing severe hardship to the general public, particularly residents of Senapati district, who constitute nearly 99% of highway commuters, with many missing flights and suffering financial, professional and personal losses. Stating that repeated appeals went unheeded, NPO said it was compelled to initiate counter-agitation to safeguard public safety and dignity, but reiterated that no cause can justify endangering lives or targeting any community and therefore withdrew the counter-agitation on humanitarian grounds in the interest of social harmony and public peace. Meanwhile, Joint Tribe Students Association (JTSA), while expressing solidarity with ban called by Committee on Tribal Unity (COTU) and other Kuki civil society organizations, has raised strong concern over disruption of traffic and vehicular movement along National Highway 37, stating that it undermines the interest of the people. In a press release, JTSA described the ban affecting National Highway 37 as baseless, inhuman, and unrelated to the core issues at hand. The association reiterated its consistent stance since May 3, 2023 that there should be no ban or blockade along National Highway 37 under any circumstances. Condemning the blockade imposed by sections of Kuki community under the aegis of COTU, JTSA termed it unwarranted and detrimental to the interest of various communities within and outside Manipur. JTSA appealed to the government of Manipur and security forces to ensure uninterrupted movement along the highway and cautioned those involved in the ban to immediately cease their actions in the larger interest of the people. Now, budget session of Parliament began today with President Draupadi Murmu's address to joint sitting of both houses. Addressing the joint sitting of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, President Draupadi Murmu highlighted the success of government in various fields. While maintaining that Sabka Saath Sabka Vikas is bringing about a meaningful change in the lives of people, President Draupadi Murmu said the year 2026 is major base for the journey towards Viksit Bharat. President Draupadi Murmu further added that true success of any justice system is measured by its ability to instill a sense of security. While highlighting the economic growth of the country, the introduction of Vande Mataram trains, Captain Subhanshu Sukla's visit to International Space Station, expansion in road infrastructure and in agriculture sector, President Draupadi Murmu asserted that the government is transforming the potential of underdeveloped regions and also working for backward and tribal population. She also highlighted the threat posed by misuse of the artificial intelligence. It may be mentioned that Economic Survey of India will be presented on January 29 and the Union Budget 2026 will be presented on February 1 by Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. This will be Sitharaman's record 9th consecutive budget and expect to include reform measures to shore up economic growth amid a volatile geopolitical situation. The session will be held in two parts and it will be adjourned for a recess on 13th February and will reassemble on 9th March. The session will comprise 30 sittings spread over 65 days and is set to conclude on 2nd April.
11 वर्षों में भारत ने हर क्षेत्र में अपनी नींव मजबूत की है। ये वर्ष 2047 तक विकसित भारत की तेज यात्रा का बहुत बड़ा आधार है। माननीय सदस्यगण, न्याय पर जोर दिया है। हमारे संविधान भी हमें यही प्रेरणा देता है। सच्चा सामाजिक न्याय यानी देश के हर नागरिक को उसका पूरा हक मिले, बिना किसी भेदभाव से मिले। मेरी सरकार सच्ची सामाजिक न्याय के लिए समर्पित है और इसी का नतीजा है कि पिछले एक दशक में 25 करोड़ देशवासी गरीबी को हराकर गरीबी से बाहर निकल के जल जीवन मिशन के 5 वर्षों में 12.5 करोड़ नए परिवारों तक पाइप से पानी पहुंचाया गया है। बीते एक वर्ष में करीब 1 करोड़ नए परिवार तक नल से जल की सुविधा पहुंची। उज्ज्वला योजना के माध्यम से अब तक 10 करोड़ से ज्यादा परिवारों को एलपीजी कनेक्शंस मिले हैं और पिछले वर्ष भी ये अभियान तेजी से आगे बढ़ रहा है।
On the occasion of National Girl Child Day 2026, Directorate of Family Welfare Services Manipur and State Health Society, National Health Mission Manipur State PC and PNDT Cell jointly organized a walkathon under the theme Empowering Every Daughter, Building a Stronger India. The walkathon was attended by Family Welfare Services Director Dr. N. Bino, Family Welfare Services Additional Director Dr. Samorjit Ningombam, State PC and PNDT Cell State Nodal Officer Dr. Sujata Huidrom and several others. The main focus of the program was to combat gender bias and promote equal opportunities in education, skill development and health and well-being. Family Welfare Services Director Dr. N. Bino stated that every girl deserves the right to be born, live safely, receive education, dream freely and lead with confidence. He added that the walkathon was organized to spread awareness about legal and social rights of girls and to uplift every girl child.
National Girl Child Day 2026. Masi State PC and PNDT Cell, Director of Family Welfare Services and National Head Mission Manipur Nasinja Duna Angkok Chabani. Masigi Maru Pandamdi, Nupi Masagi Rights, Mayam the Pak San Kanganba, Gender Based Sex Selection Bu, Athingba Thamba, Nupi Masa Singda, Education, Amadi, Skill Development Bu, Promote Topiba, Health and Nutrition Fagarhanba, Safety Amadi, Protection Pibiba, Makoi Equal Opportunities Pibiba Sini, Masi Maruba Kogi slogan Ojari City, empowering every daughter, healthy and a stronger India.
Coordinating Committee on Manipur Integrity, COCOMI, has appealed to all to participate in its January 31 public rally against the Government of India. Addressing a press meet at its Imphal office, COCOMI convener YK Dhiren stated that the rally will begin at Tidim Ground, Kwakaithal at 10 a.m. and proceed through Tidim Road, Kashampat, Wahengbam Laikai, Nagamapal and Thangmaipen before concluding at Thau Ground, where a public meeting will be held. Dhiren appealed to people from all walks of life to seize their work on the day and participate in the rally, considering it their responsibility. He also sought support from transporters' associations for public transportation, accusing the Government of India of prolonging the crisis and subjugating the rights of Manipur's people by supporting the Chin Kuki narco-terrorists. Dhiren maintained that the rally aims to raise a collective voice against such acts of the Government of India. The COCOMI convener also demanded the resettlement of IDPs, safe passage on national highways, and an early resolution to the crisis.
Akadoriba tangku thamathoi khongchedasi maruoina ikoina Tidim Ground dagi Kwakithengi ayuk pung 10 ta motamda punbiraga Manipur gi tongan mafamdagi laiba sinpham khudingmakte sinphang video khudingmangna Tidim Ground da pulla matungda Tidim Ground dagi koi Tidim lambi sida kaltamna somda kaisam part fau fa haigal akanda kaisam patagi amu aikoi waheng laikai fauraga waheng laikai dagi Nagamapan taraga Nagamapan dagi Khuyathong taraga Khuyathong dagi Thamaiban road chatlaga aikoi Thangwiban gi Thangwiban Athletic Union gi ground da ekoi miyam gi oiba public meeting amaga loinana hariba function asi pangtok jagani hariba khongchada si taruk yan minasi amasung mapun phan minasi habisi ai thamjage duga loinana hariba khongchada si mapung phan abugi damakta ekoi na hana sumangjongna na thamjakre Manipur da leiriba sinpham khudingmakta sinbang biriba punamakna isa gi sinpham du nongmagi oina madu thadok pirakanda hariba Manipur kanba khongchada sida saruk yaminasi aikoi saruk yamina baglona leipak khunai se tangdu leita ba khunai ma oina bohona bada isagi responsibility isagi thogai du longminasi.
Committee on Civil Society's Kangleipak CCSK and its affiliated organizations are urging collective support for COCOMI's public rally on January 31. In a press release issued by its organizing secretary, CCSK alleged that Manipur, which was once an independent kingdom in Southeast Asia, is now in shambles due to the deceptive policies of the Government of India. It further accused the Government of India for continuously scheming several strategies which are designed to extract natural resources, militarizing the state, and ineffective towards containing influx of illegal immigration. CCSK also stressed the need for making united stand against the alleged divisive policies of the Government of India, while noting that the state is trapped in ethnic polarization and nationalism crafted by the Government of India. Principal Secretary of Forest and Environment and Climate Change, Arun Kumar Sinha, also urged youths to pursue their education seriously and to use their skills to facilitate self-employment. Arun Kumar Sinha was speaking during Anal Lengrual Tangpi 38th General Conference held at District Sports Complex, Chandal Christian Village. Speaking further, Principal Secretary Arun Kumar Sinha emphasized on the need for students in Chandal to give more focus on maths and science. He also stressed on the need for youths to step up on information technology in order to compete with the rest of the world. Further, Arun Kumar also highlighted the significance of the annual conference in creating a bridge between elders and younger generations.
Even in government sector, at least you had good jobs where you were gainfully employed, like whether it was clerk, even I'll say driver, even peon. The salary was good enough that can really give you upward mobility in the society, or your parents used to help you getting further in life. But today those jobs are outsourced in the government also, and the way our numbers are, as Praveen said, we are a very young country. Yes, it is a demographic dividend, but unless we really impart these youngsters, the youth with the right skill, the days are not very far, and the same demographic dividend can be readjusted. So, as I said, most of the jobs that is coming, they're all outsourced, where salary increase or the earning will not be more than 15 to 20,000.
Meanwhile, Secretary of Youth and Sports Narim Pravin highlighted the issue of bad road connectivity among Anal villages in Chandel such as Anal Kulen, Chapikarong and Tampi. He praised Anal Lengrul Tangpi for organizing the conference for Anal community and asserted that this will serve as platform for connection and networking among youths. Prizes and certificates were also distributed for winners of story writing competition on Anal folklore during the program.
Anal community leibnariba koibidle leibnariba siga coexistence karmaina puna leibnani koni heavy wakalons de hena positive thinking ama porokpadi am chaung mating pangani habse in khali sigumba keno si conference si aina tabta sei tarong do si tawrungam ngam den tai adu si sai hudingi tawum thoi adu den maduda tawna bhona bata koi gi site gi personal level da the government side ki koi kan to ya bage to in sin jage sigumo conference di sai kutingi to toi aure harga angam khaisita matoi bagi kun lai min bagi adagi den hongai ba train adagi den koi thenari ba problem am karma na me pullaga matoi da thena ba si darka tai have na me am khana ba tai pani
Thadou NP Manipur, TIM in short, the apex civilian body of Thadou people, issued a media release asserting its independent status and rejecting any claim of being part of Kuki NP Manipur, KIM. Referring to a joint press statement issued by United Naga Council, UNC, and KIM on January 27, TIM stated that it is neither a constituent nor a member of KIM at any level and that no mandate has ever been given for such inclusion. TIM clarified that it does not represent or align with any armed group, political organization, or military bloc and functions solely as a civilian representative body. Reiterating that the Thadou are a distinct community and not Kuki, TIM said any portrayal otherwise misrepresents the aspirations and identity of Thadou people. While appreciating the spirits of peace and dialogue expressed in the UNC-KIM joint statement, TIM rejected violence in all forms, including armed mobilization, intimidation, arson and road blockades, stressing that its primary concern remains protection of civilian life, dignity and freedom of movement. The body affirmed its openness to constructive and respectful dialogue focused on peace and civilian welfare, provided there is accurate representation, mutual consent and recognition of distinct Thadou identity. Paumai Naga se Daumai me Shilivai, PNTMC President Mashungam Rapongna during an inspection of the ongoing National Highway 102, a project connecting Thadou in Senapati district to Ukhrul. He flagged serious deficiencies in construction quality being executed by NHIDCL, with issues ranging from substandard road cutting, blacktopping, culvert construction and lack of proper benching, leading to peeling of blacktop within days. Cracks in culverts and landslides damaging sections of the road even before it becomes fully operational. Despite earlier complaints raised with NHIDCL officials in Senapati and Imphal, no corrective action has reportedly been taken, prompting concerns over public safety and accountability, as the poor workmanship could endanger lives and render the 114-kilometer highway unserviceable in a few years. PNTMC has urged NHIDCL to take immediate remedial measures and appealed to the district commissioners of Senapati and Ukhrul to intervene, order a thorough inquiry and ensure strict enforcement of construction standards.
This is the whole stretch from Thadou to Ukru National Highway 102A. This is the low and the poor quality, and everything is torn out. This is how the NHIDCL has constructed recently. Not even a week, not even a month also. The National Highway 102A, and this is connected Snapati to Ukrul, and this is the quality they have maintained so far. See, so this is the road condition for this National Highway 102A from Thadou to Ukrul.
DC Bishnupur, Puja Langbam and Kumbi constituency MLA Sanasam Premchandra inaugurated newly constructed library room and science laboratory room of Kumbi Central High School today. The inauguration ceremony was also attended by Wangu Borayangbi Jila Parisat member M. Brojan, Borayangbi Gram Panchayat Pradhan T.H. Ramesh and Wangu Tirakong Gram Panchayat Pradhan P. Baleshwar, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, Avashya Vidyalaya, NSC BAF BAV Headmaster El Sujit, AI Kumbi Circle Basanta and senior politician Itai Ibobi. Addressing the gathering, DC Puja urged the students to fulfill the expectations of parents and general public. She further appealed to the teachers to take pivotal role in shaping the students while stressing the need for extracurricular activities in education. The DC added that Kumbi Assembly constituency is not lagging behind from other assembly constituencies in terms of education, while praising the supportive role of Kumbi MLA. In his speech, MLA Premchandra asserted that the new school infrastructures were constructed in view of the needs of the school, which is being utilized as the classrooms for Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Avashya Vidyalaya Residential School since the eruption of the ongoing crisis. He further assured that he will provide every possible support to the school.
अगांसिंगसे हुजिक न्यू हाइतार सोशल मीडिया और AI आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस का हाइरिबसे सोइबगी चांस यामना वांगे अदुगी सोइदनबा अगांसिंगदा फापता हलगा यामना प्रोडक्टिव ओइबा कंस्ट्रक्टिव वे द कमाइना यूज तोगदगे हाइबसे सिगी अवेयरनेस सुपीबा यामना मरु ओइ अदुगा अगांसिंगसे लाइरिक तोबा खतंग नतबा कोई ऑल राउंड एजुकेशन कैरेक्टर डेवलपमेंट मागी वैल्यूज को अदुगा स्पोर्ट्स ओइरे अदुगी एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर जगोई इसै मयाम अखोई मणिपुर की टॉप टॉप यूनिक ओइबा सुंबा अखोई की मणिपुर की ट्रेडिशंस म्याम सिसु काउ दबिदा सिसु इनकलकेट तौरगा अंगांग सिंगदा तंबीनबा न मयाम दसु रिक्वेस्ट तौजरी.
3-day state-level training program for technicians of Blood Center and Blood Storage Center began today at JESSY Porampat. The training program, themed capacity building of technical staff, is being jointly organized by Blood Center, JESSY and State Blood Transfusion Council, Manipur. The inaugural function of the training program was attended by JESSY's Director Professor L. Usharani, Medical Superintendent Dr. K.H. Lokeshwar, Blood Center, JESSY's Senior MO Dr. K. Surjit and BTS Max Deputy Director Dr. H. Teresa. In his speech, Dr. Lokeshwar emphasized that the training program is crucial as blood transfusion is a life-saving yet high-risk procedure requiring maximum care. Manipur University Vice-Chancellor Professor Naram Lokendra pressed for proper regulations of AI and its applications, citing that rampant AI usage could create many disruptions in society. He was speaking during a 2-day workshop cum research colloquium titled Advances in Computer Science and Application as part of AI Impact Pre-Summit held at Computer Science Department, Manipur University, under the theme Application of AI in Multidisciplinary Research. The upcoming India AI Impact Summit 2026, organized by Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, is scheduled for February 16-20 at Bharat Mandapam, New Delhi, where it will bring together the world's leading minds in tech and innovation. The event was also attended by MU School of Mathematical and Physical Sciences Dean Professor Sumitra Panjoba, Research and Development Cell Director Professor C.H. Bohal, MU Registrar Professor M. Premjit and Department of Computer Science Head Dr. Kumukchum Robinjo as presidium members. Speaking further, he recounted the words of University of Jerusalem professor and philosopher Yuval Noah Harari, who warned that the world is badly misjudging the timescale of artificial intelligence and that the real danger lies not in how fast the technology is moving, but in how casually it's being treated. Professor Narim Lokendra remarked that the extent of AI applications must be fully understood and regulated so that it helps and serves the society instead of replacing the workforce. He pushed for a progressive future where technology can serve humankind and not become its masters.
Uncontrolled AI is going to create a lot of problems all across the globe. In some sector, the workforce is going to be replaced by AI. There is going to be tremendous decline, in the workforce on many sectors of the economy, mostly in, say, healthcare and the other, say, associated, industries. So, I think when we enter into this, workshop, we'll have to compare, we'll have to keep abreast of things, of how things have been changing in the, on matters of science policy, on matters of policy in respect to the development and applications of AI.
Well, let's take a short break. We'll be right back.
Ikai khumnajaribe adongi mafamda Coordinating Committee on Manipur Integrity COCOMI ki maikaidagi nolukna wahai kharadang thamjari. Madudi Haukiba listingani kungo humdoi me ahumdagi lamdamasigi yelho furup singda chin kuki narco terrorist singna apongba landa ama chatharakiba misi mina asok apan kaya nang handuna Manipur thugaina naba honariba asigi wakhairol ama leitana lakli. Thokliba irang ase India lenga ki aronba agenda oirambadagi ngasidi miyam hupna India ki policy amaki makhada chathahanba irang ni haiba ase khangnare haujik aikhoi isagi iramdamda lanjennabagi fibamda matam shangna leirakpa isagi iyum ikaida mapung fana hanjinba ngamdre loinana national highway singda ningtamna chathok chasin yadri amade Laipaga sigi economy hainingai leitana sokchinkre oiriba fibam asigi wakhairol karamna purakani haiba tambangam daba fibam amada leirakliba ase miyamgi akanba kholau ama India lenga ki mathakta changsinbagi tangai fadaba tanja ama leirakpana lakliba January ge 38 lisingani kungataru thangje numitta Manipur kanba khongchat ayuki pung tara taba matamdagi kwa kaithel tidim ground dagi khongshan jaraga thangmaiban thau ground da miyamgi oiba apunba mifam ama pangthok jagani hairiba miyamgi khongchat amade miyamgi mifam asida leipak miyam maru oina lamdam asigi club organization Maira Paibe Mahiroi Laingaki Amade Lanai Shinfam Khudingmakta Singpang Biriba Kwai Pumnamakna Saruk Yabinanaba COCOMI ki Maikaidagi Paujel Bizari Paujenjariba Coordinating Committee on Manipur Integrity COCOMI.
Welcome back. You're watching SKTV Primetime English News. Now moving on. Manipur University Department of English and Cultural Studies conducted a book review program for geopolitical relation of the princely state Manipur with neighboring regions, authored by former Minister of State for Education Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan. Published by National Book Trust India, the book was recently released at 53rd New Delhi World Book Fair 2026 held earlier this month. The program was attended by former Education Minister of State Dr. Rajkumar Ranjan, DM College of Arts retired Principal Dr. C.H. Silaramani, Department of English and Cultural Studies Manipur University Head Professor Irom Gambhir, along with students who gathered to deliberate on and analyze the book's content. Speaking at the event, Dr. R.K. Ranjan stated that he authored the book to explore the foreign relations maintained with neighboring countries during the era of Manipur's monarchy. He explained that while he initially planned to write Legacy of Indian Foreign Policy and My Participation, he realized this current volume needed to precede it. He noted that the book recounts the commercial, trade and military relations as well as matrimonial alliances maintained between Ahom, Kachari, Manipur and Tripura kingdoms. He concluded that the book will serve as essential background for scholars researching the origins and history of Manipur.
Medieval age sida koina karmaina relationship sakalomge habasigi uning the power of habitar madu draft tobune tasengbogi di ai Gessi of Indian foreign policy and my participation habasigi preparation ni adu tobuda Manipur kisi khangning jang photegi hobune saknai raba yaskar oja sing yam lei adu maru boibo oja kyana yam phajana research tawramme adu atopa angle amadagi Manipur ki maharaj singna yunglo na balaibak singda karmai tawraga magi diplomatic legacy si established tawrong geche ono ko bharata koi ayamna khange huji phawda northeastern state 7 sister 8 sister in tawre adu matam du ta lerami ba kingdom si Manipur ne Ahom ne Tripura ne aduga Kasari mayam sikhakta ne lerami basi tamadugi ining thok sing aduna diplomatic relations either commercial trade ta natraga military activities ta natraga matrimonial alliance ta tawrambagi khudam mayam do aina sawrakpama reconstruct tawno honabani
My Bharat, Mera Yuv Bharat, Imphal West organized an interstate youth exchange program at the Youth Hostel, Kumanlampang today. A total of 37 youths from 7 districts of Nagaland are participating in the event. Speaking in the program, Deputy Commissioner of Imphal West, Mayang Lambam Rajkumar, noted that life follows a 3-phase trajectory. He emphasized that to ensure a comfortable life in the later 2 phases, individuals must work with maximum effort during the first phase of their lives. Zonal Education Officer of Wangoy, Arambam Anil Kumar, encouraged participants to immerse themselves in the traditions, culture and culinary habits of the state. He added that the exchange program held under the aegis of the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports serves as a vital platform for youth development. The inaugural session was followed by hands-on practical training in first aid and disaster response conducted by the Indian Red Cross Society of Bishnupur. A major theatre production of BA 5th semester of Department of Theatre, Manipur University of Culture, titled Somchai Amasung Somchak, was showcased at Manipur Dramatic Union today. Vice Chancellor of Manipur University of Culture, Professor Paunam Gunindro, Registrar Dr. Laisham Radhakanta graced the program. Speaking in the program, Professor Gunindro highlighted the contribution of Manipur University of Culture in the field of dance, music, theatre and painting despite the lack in infrastructure.
University linkatbagi ore executive council ore academic council ore or akoi staff to ore masi punamak si ayaba masi kenona leiba akoi Manipur University of Culture ki haiba faculty department drama policy da lai masi kenana dedication ya bene masagi eta ka thokwa ai kelma keno to observe su akoi magi phangba phangdaba magi khudung chaba leiba leitaba madu Nathina Mugam, how I own a queen sister, Kenuto. Madumani, Alaman sister, Mamma, Mangan, Alaman in the Parampara, Lefina, Masi, Kamilamiba, culture aspects, this Yapina, Kado Baby Hampton Zapina. Octopo Masama with now with Yapna. So Fidama, particularly when Pustina, culture aspect, Masi Japina. Fidama, Masi.
A day after G5, the grouping of prescribed outfits KCP, KYKL, Pripak Pro and Koireng-led UNLF issued a notice to ban 2 fuel stations from carrying out operation. The owner of Sarojini oil pump, Tokchom Jadumani, has clarified that he never had any confrontation with any of the outfits. Speaking to media persons at Wangbal Kanal Mapal, Tokchom Jadumani claimed that a Facebook account by the name Thongam Lainaba posted about an incident between members of a group and his escort team, which reportedly took place on November 26. Jadumani informed that the incident of confrontation never happened and called the Facebook post baseless. He added that a clarification was also posted on his Facebook account regarding the incident, which never happened. Jadumani further urged people and group to stop spreading false news in social media platforms. Unidentified miscreants believed to be members of prescribed KCP PWG have left a bomb at the residence of former Miss Manipur first runner-up winner of 2017, Gotimayum Priyanka, located at Thopal Kiam Sifai Kong Ahanbi today. Family members of Priyanka spotted the bomb this morning when they woke up. Miscreants also left a paper note with death threat on Priyanka. Upon hearing about the incident of that threat and bomb, an expert team of Thobal Police led by SDPO Ainam Ajit and OC Sapam Ibomcha arrived at the spot and picked up the bomb at about 8:30 a.m. this morning. Democratic Students Alliance of Manipur, DESAM, has expressed concern on inaction of relevant authority on the complaint regarding purchase of substandard papers for use in book printing and answer sheets by Board of Secondary Education Manipur, BOSAM, calling it a scam with collusion between few individuals from government and firm that was awarded the contract to deliver the paper. DESAM also expressed dissatisfaction on government for failing to initiate probe through high-level inquiry committee. While objecting against disbursement of payment to the firm who allegedly supplied substandard papers, DESAM warned to submit yet another memorandum to Governor in this matter and also warned BOSAM not to hide the people who have allegedly committed this scam. In the press note issued by Secretary of Education Oinam Ramis, DESAM demanded transparency and thorough probe into the allegations. In the first ever event, First Northeast Indigenous Games 2026 will be held from 23rd to 25th February with the aim to preserve native indigenous games. The games will be organized by Yelho Masana Yokatlup and will be held at Didim Ground and Mapal Kangjibang. Speaking in connection with the upcoming tournament, All Manipur United Club Organization Amuko President Soro Kaipam Sanjoy said that the state's resource in sports is immense. He recalled that following Manipur's resounding performance as overall champions in 1999 National Games, erstwhile Chief Minister Nipamacha designated February 25 as Sports Day. He said traditional sports such as JB, Mukna, Kang, Arambay will be the main events while other categories will be added as well.
Manipur se masagi amni resource leba adu leba amani ekhoi resource ta marang kain leba amanda ekhoi gamna namdha biraga lehi bidagi ekhoi koiba magi khuding ta lejari ba ekhoi koiba resourcing ase ekhoi auction lak ki phibum lakho se dai nga anakti first Northeast Indigenous Game ama panthok sagani Northeast ki state nipan galona Manipur da ekhoi host one panthok sagani ekhoi maham de Didim Ground ga apan kalji bu panthok sagani 23rd February to 25 February 2026 pa asida panthok sagani Pangthuk Sagadaba event de Saibi Mukna Kang Arambay Northeast ki oina ekhoi awang thakta indigenous game ase Pangthuk Sabani Manipur da leriba maikai khuding dagi ekhoi corporation bibi gani mardi Northeast ki ahan boina Pangthuk Sabasida aduga ekhoi gi oiba indigenous ki game sing ase su manghal loisi yokhasi
Kanglop announced that the 53rd Nongkrang Ihanba event will be held on February 1 and appealed to the public to join the event. In a joint press by Lining Tho Sanlamahi Thogal Kanglop, Arambay Tengol, Sida Lilong Santipur, Ima Imoinu Ira Thonilup, Lishu Club, Lilong Jaijing, Lasak Lilong Arapti and Lilong Judging Apun Bamarapay Bilup at Lilong Irong today. Lining Tho Sanlamahi Thogal Kanglop Luplakpa Laishram Poreton said that Nongkrang Ihanba has been observed since February 6, 1974, beginning under the reign of King Paray Hanba or Kendrijit, adding that the ceremony serves as a symbolic ritual intended to dispel clouded judgment and rid the people of the lethargy that had prevailed since the time of King Pamhiba. Evoking the name of Pakangba, Puriton confirmed that the ceremony will be held at the Long Turil Irong on February 1 and urged the general public to attend and observe the ritual with faith and devotion. The 77th Republic Day was celebrated with enthusiasm in several interior and border villages of Manipur as the 57th Mountain Division of the Indian Army, along with Inspector General Assam Rifles South, organized special programs to ensure participation of people in far-flung areas. While the nation marked the occasion at national, state, and district levels, security forces extended the celebrations to remote regions, making local villagers active participants in the national event. Cultural and entertainment programs and exchange of gifts were organized to promote unity, oneness, and closer bonding between security forces and local communities. The celebrations helped build confidence among the people, strengthened cooperation in maintaining law and order, and reflected public support for security forces in their efforts to maintain peace, with the Indian Army and Assam Rifles reaffirming their commitment to safeguarding borders and winning trust of people of Manipur. Now the national news. Maharashtra Deputy Chief Minister and senior NCP leader died after his plane crashed in Baramati. Funeral in full state honors to be held on January 29 at Vidya Pratishthan. The Directorate General of Civil Aviation (DGCA) confirmed that the plane crash in Baramati led to the deaths of 5 people, including the NCP leader. According to reports, the Learjet aircraft with registration VTSSK, operated by VSR, landed at Baramati Airport while attempting to land when it veered off the runway and exploded on impact. The private jet was chartered from Mumbai. The NCP leader, 2 of his security staff, 2 crew members were on board the plane, and all of them have died in the incident. Ajit Pawar was scheduled to visit Baramati for an event related to Jilla Panchayat election. Born on July 22, 1959 in Deolali, Paravara in the then Bombay state, Ajit Pawar's political career was marked by both loyalty to his party's vision and his ability to navigate the state's often complex coalition politics. His strategic leadership helped steer key legislative battles and brought him repeatedly to roles of high responsibility, including significant stints as finance and planning minister and as deputy chief minister. Meanwhile, authorities have launched an investigation into the cause of the crash. Details continue to emerge as emergency response teams and aviation authorities work to determine the exact circumstances leading to the aircraft's fatal descent near the Baramati runway. Wildfire broke out in the southern part of Zuko Valley in Nagaland's Kohima district on January 28, Wednesday, prompting evacuation of over 30 trekkers who were stranded in the high-altitude valley. Officials said all trekkers were safely rescued and containment operations were launched by district administration in coordination with Southern Angami Youth Organization, SAYO, to prevent the fire from spreading further. According to Kohima District Disaster Management Authority, the blaze is believed to have started on Monday, January 26, though authorities were informed on Tuesday. The cause and exact point of origin of the fire are yet to be ascertained. The Deputy Commissioner has constituted a team for reconnaissance and rescue operations, stating that all available resources would be mobilized and additional personnel deployed if required. DDMA officials said an emergency meeting would be held on Wednesday afternoon to decide further measures. SAYO President said the organization was alerted after volunteers shared visuals from the site and that evacuation and precautionary steps were being prioritized. Meanwhile, all trekking activities in Zuko Valley through Zakama and Vishwema entry points have been temporarily suspended. The incident comes less than a month after a major wildfire in Konoma Zuko Valley that required multi-agency firefighting response. Now in sports news, in the ongoing second 5-man A-side Village Open Football Tournament 2026, Nirvana FC Kiamgai and IPCTL Pungdongbom team won their respective matches. In today's league match at the first round, Nirvana FC Kiamgai defeated BSU Kiamgai by 5-3 goals, while in the second round, IPCTL Pungdongbom defeated Sero FC by 6 goals to 2, I beg your pardon. Organized by All Star Kiamgai at Kiamgai Mayai Lekai ground, their tournament is being played under knockout basis with a total of 32 teams participating in it. Now we have the weather report. According to ICR, Regional Center Lamphil Pods, its maximum temperature was recorded at 25.2 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 8 degrees Celsius. The maximum relative humidity was measured to be 88% in the morning and 40% in the evening. Now before we end, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Thadou suspends 24-hour total shutdown on National Highways 2 and 37 after positive assurance. Welcomes UNCKIM joint declaration for amicable tribal relations. Naga People's Organization withdraws counter-bandh, criticizes Thadou for blocking emergency services, citing hardship to Senapati residents and urging social harmony. Parliament budget session begins with President Draupadi Murmu addressing joint sitting of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. National Health Mission Manipur observes National Girl Child Day with walkathon promoting empowering every daughter, building a stronger India. And Coordinating Committee on Manipur Integrity, COCOMI appeals all to participate in January 31 Manipur Kanba Kumjat against Government of India. Well, that's all we have for now. Thank you for watching SKTV News and keep watching for more news updates.